Arsenal, Aston Villa, and I'm on my way to the game. I'm probably just pulling up on Seven Sisters Road, so there's 14 minutes to kick off. I'm going to pull up in about 5 or 10 minutes. So I just wanted to let you know what I thought of the team sheet. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Back four is Tomiyasu, Ben White, and Gabriel. And remember, in my preview yesterday, I talked about Tavares taking over from Kieran Tierney, and that's exactly what the boss has done. So that might give us some gravitas on the left-hand side. I'm really happy that he's made these decisions because these are what I wanted to happen. I had a lot of complaints about the performances in the last few games, and I did say you've got to go with the hot hand. If you find something that's not working, you've got to give players a chance. So we moved to the midfield, and it's exactly what I hoped for. Back to the double pivot. Thomas Partey and Sambi now are going to be holding up the midfield, and in front of them it's going to be Smith Rowe with the number 10. Up front we are going with Lacazette, Saka and Aubameyang. So you're going with Lacazette for a change. He was the team's leading goal scorer last season, yet he has not started a game yet this season. The second thing is Martin Odegaard was just not getting the job done. His performances in the last two games been very, very poor, so he gets dropped. So I think you've got to try and battle with what you've got tonight. You want a performance, you want some effort, you want to get a full 90 minutes of guys that are trying to increase that competency level. The waste that we saw in the last game was just ridiculous. Smith Rowe seems to be the running force as the number 10, so they've gone with that. When Odegaard came off, we looked slightly better against Palace when we had Odegaard come off and Smith Rowe took up the reins. So they're going to start with that and see if we can get off to a fast start, which is what happened against Spurs. And then, see where this team ends up. So I'm really happy with the team sheet, guys. I wonder where we are going to be at half-time. I went for a 1-1 draw. And I'm not going to change that prediction from now. I'm going to see how this goes. But I think it's a very good mood from the manager. We can't really complain about what he's done. So now it's down to the players to see if they can submit those philosophies and the game plan that Arteta has put in place. So I'll be back with you guys. Hey guys, it's Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 0, half-time here. And we just had a VAR penalty which was awarded to Arsenal. Dawson looks like he plays the ball or the man. Was it the man or the ball that was first? The referee had a look at it and deemed it was the man that was played, which means that it was a penalty to Arsenal. So Aubameyang puts Arsenal up 2-0. Martinez went the right way, but Aubameyang follows up with the rebound and puts his team up and gives them the cushion that they need. Overall, I have to say, guys, my preview yesterday asked for some changes. Tavares coming in and doing a job and looks electrifying down the left-hand side. But not just that, but dropping Odegaard was the right thing to do. I talked about how badly he's played against Brighton and Crystal Palace. And the thing about Odegaard is making the midfield work along with Lacazette. When Odegaard gets the ball, sometimes if you're trying to look for the pass and it's not there, then take the ball and run at the defence. And that's what he's doing that Odegaard wasn't doing. And I think as far as Martin Odegaard goes, that dribbling has to become a part of your game. You can't just sit back and hope to play the perfect pass every single time. Lacazette has been absolutely fantastic. With Lacazette, what you've got is somebody who's given you a Eddie Nketiah type game. He's running into the midfield and being the fifth dimension there and helping the midfield wheel the ball back. He's won 3 or 4 tackles in the first half due to the fact that he's just working harder and getting into the midfield. We only see that from the likes of Eddie Nketiah. And Lacazette is holding up the ball, is becoming a passer now in this team, which is really good to see. And they're making some good decisions. The pressing also is far more impressive than it was over the last few weeks. And look like Arsenal have got their act together. It's a 4-4-2 at the moment, and it seems to be working. Villa don't have any answer for it. Arsenal are finding space time and time and over again. And I think if they can build on this, then they've definitely got something that they can work on. It's a tried and tested formula for many teams. Leicester City used it to win the title, but with this team, you've got to try to find a way that works with all these young players, and you've got to try and find a team that can make it work. And that's why these changes impressive. It looks fluid, it looks better. One can argue which is the better first half. Is it the Tottenham game or is it the Arsenal game against Villa today? Villa haven't lost to Arsenal in their last 3 Premier League games, and Arsenal have lost 2 of those games. So I think with today's performance, it goes hand in hand that they've had 11 shots on target in the first half. And Villa, what have they done? They've had 0 shots on target. So listen, for Arsenal, it's a good first half. I'll speak to you guys at the end of the game. Peace out. Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? Arsenal win 3-1. Really, really good result. Very surprising, but this is what happens when you have a young team like this. They have to find a way how to come together. You are going to have times where you have games like the Palace, and you are going to have times where they're just going to be switched on, just like Spurs. I don't know which was the best first half, to be honest, whether it was Spurs or today. Either way, they brought the intensity from the off. The problems that we saw against Palace looked like they were fixed and sorted out. A lot of that had to do with the way how we couldn't use the ball in the midfield, and we was just losing possession time and time again. They took Odegaard out, which I talked about in the preview yesterday. With Smith Rowe, the difference was it was magnificent today. He got the ball. If the option to pass wasn't there, he picked the ball up and ran at the defence and caused Villa all kinds of problems. There wasn't just the work he was doing going forward. Defensively, Lacazette and Smith Rowe really set the tone for the team. 7 recoveries between the both of them. It's just something that you don't normally see from attacking players. And I think if this is the system that Arteta is going to bring to this team, then they're going to get some results from playing this way. He's got to try something different. A lot of things with a young team that they have to do is learn how to play together and then learn how to play in a system that works for them. So this is a teething problems you're going to get with a young team. Sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it isn't. But really happy with the result. Not going to do player ratings tonight, so we'll have to go online and do it tomorrow. So I'll speak to you guys later.